11 years, Prime Minister Modi has redefined India's national security doctrine. Right from cross-border strikes to full-spectrum retaliation, here's a look exactly how this doctrine has evolved and what it means for India's future response to terrorism and threats.
Uri, 2016. 4 Jaish terrorists targeted army camp, killing 19 Indian soldiers. Is in Kashmir in 20 years. The terrorists are killed in a 6-hour-long gun battle, but the retaliation is yet to come. Nine days later, the Indian Army crosses the LOC and destroys terror launch pads in POK, killing at least 100 terrorists. The days of sending dossiers to Pakistan was over. Surgical strikes were now part of India's strategic thinking. It was a message that matured with bombs over Balakot in 2019. Today, India's national security strategy looks nothing like it did a decade ago. India has gone from strategic restraint to strategic retaliation. The Pulwama suicide bombings in 2019 marked a turning point. A suicide bomber rammed his vehicle in a CRPF convoy, killing 40 personnel and left the nation seething. 12 days later, India responded with airstrikes deep into Pakistani territory, targeting Jaish-e-Mohammed camps in Balakot.
ये हमारा सिद्धांत है, हम घर में घुस के मारेंगे.
From tactical strikes, India moved towards a broader doctrine. By 2020, after the deadly Galwan clashes with China, in which 20 Indian soldiers were killed, the government initiated defense reforms, appointing a chief of defense staff and expanding surveillance at the borders. The standoff with China in eastern Ladakh ended after more than 4 years, by which time India had moved to a more structured doctrine. Make in India in defense was now a national priority. But it was in 2025, after the terror attack in Pahalgam that left 26 Indians dead, that Prime Minister Modi formally announced India's new national security doctrine. It was aptly named Operation Sindoor. In a series of precision strikes, India hit multiple targets, striking deep within Pakistan and signaling a clear red line against cross-border terrorism.
हमारा देश कई दशकों से आतंक को झेलता आया हुआ. देश के सीने को छलनी कर दिया गया है. अब हमने एक न्यू नॉर्मल प्रस्थापित किया. आतंक को और आतंकी को पालने पोसने वालों को, आतंकियों को ताकत देने वालों को अब हम अलग अलग नहीं मानेंगे. वो मानवता के समान दुश्मन है. उनके बीच कोई फर्क नहीं है.
From covert surgical strikes to overt doctrines of deterrence, Modi's security framework now stands on 3 pillars. Decisive retaliation, no fear of nuclear blackmail, and certainly no distinction between terrorists and their sponsors. The message is clear. India will no longer wait to be provoked.
अब भारत ने तय कर लिया है कि न्यूक्लियर की धमकियों को अब हम सहने वाले नहीं हैं। न्यूक्लियर ब्लैकमेल लंबे अरसे से चलाया, अब वो ब्लैकमेल नहीं सहा जाएगा। भारत ने तय कर लिया है, खून और पानी एक साथ नहीं बहेंगे।
The Modi security doctrine now includes Mission Sudarshan Chakra, a homegrown air defense system inspired by Israel's Iron Dome, capable of both interception and retaliation.
आने वाले 10 साल में 2035 तक राष्ट्र के सभी महत्वपूर्ण स्थलों, जिनमें सामरिक के साथ साथ सिविलियन क्षेत्र भी शामिल है, जैसे अस्पताल हो, रेलवे हो, जो भी आस्था के केंद्र हो, उन्हें टेक्नोलॉजी के नए प्लेटफॉर्म द्वारा पूरी तरह सुरक्षा का कवच दिया जाएगा। और इसलिए भगवान श्री कृष्ण से प्रेरणा पाकर के हमने श्री कृष्ण का जो सुदर्शन चक्र था, उस सुदर्शन चक्र की राह को चुना है।
From Pulwama to Pahalgam, Narendra Modi's security doctrine has redrawn the lines of engagement. Bold, unapologetic and deeply rooted in India's sovereign pride. For every threat faced, a message rings clear. This is New India, fearless, firm and fiercely protective of its own. In a world of blurred threats and hybrid wars, the Modi doctrine signals one thing above all: India's red lines are no longer visible.